All right, welcome everyone to our Coach Sneak Peek webinar. Amber is going to kick it off and give an intro to what you'll be learning about tonight.
Thanks for bringing your wine, Emily. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Hopefully you've had an opportunity to check out some of the videos and a little bit about us and our stories because they are so different. We're going to go through and go over a couple different things. What we do, a couple different fears that we've all had at one point in time, the time commitment that coaching takes, what happens if you fail, how do we make money, next steps, what all of this means. So we're going to keep it short and simple, and we know your time is valuable, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to kick it off with Deed, and she's going to get into what do we do as coaches? How does this work?
Hi guys, happy hump day. So glad you're all here today. So I'm going to tell you what we actually do as coaches. And the number one thing that we do, the first thing on our list is taking care of ourselves, which is like the most amazing thing ever, right? Like what job says or requires you to take care of yourself? So what that really means is taking care of your health and fitness. So jumping into a fitness program or jumping into a nutrition program or both, and sharing it on social media. And sharing it on social media doesn't mean you share your deepest, darkest secrets, right? You're going to share about what you're comfortable with and what resonates with you. So you're going to share about everything that you love and be your own person. So working on your own health and fitness, as you can see, there's so many different types of people on this call. And so your health and fitness journey is going to look totally different than the next person, and you're just going to share about that. The next thing that we do is participate in our wellness group. So we each have our own accountability group, challenge group, boot camp, whatever you've heard it be called. They're all the same thing. And you're going to show up in there and talk about what program you're doing and share your successes and your struggles. The next thing you're going to do is expand your network. So each of us start out with our own network. We have a good group of family and friends that we have, but we're going to always want to have some new eyeballs on our pages and expand our network. And I like to call it being a professional friend maker. So you get to basically choose who you want to run a business with. Every time I go out and expand my network, I'm looking for people who I would want to sip a cocktail on the beach with, or take my dog on a run with, or whatever your interests are. Those are the type of people that you're going to expand your network with. The fourth thing that we do is invite people to learn about our fitness and nutrition programs and coaching teams, how we earn an income. So it's like anything that you love, you're going to want to share it with your besties. So you're just inviting people to learn more about it, just like you're doing right now on this sneak peek. And then the fifth thing that we do is circle back. So a lot of times people are going to say no at the beginning, and that's totally normal. So you're going to want to follow up with them because you don't want to leave them hanging. And so this is what our business activity tracker is, and this literally tells you exactly what you should be doing on a daily basis. It makes it super easy to be consistent with the business. So I'm just going to recap what we do. We work on our own health and fitness. We share about it on social media. We build friendships and form awesome relationships with people. We invite people to learn about our fitness, nutrition, accountability groups, and coaching team. We circle back with people, and we follow that all on the business activity tracker.
Thank you, Dee. That's awesome. And that's like the perfect definition of what we do all day. Next up, we're going to hear from Coley, and she's going to talk about one of her fears that she had before she became a coach.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Everybody has fears with anything that you're going to start that is brand new. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be scared. And everybody has a different fear. the number one thing that I was fearful of was that I was not fit enough to be able to inspire and encourage and to motivate and to make people determined to want to work on themselves and their own goals. We are real people. People want to follow real people. That's why reality shows are so popular these days, because we want to see people win. We want to see people fall. We want to see people cry. We want to see people eat a steak or cookies or have several cocktails. You are inspiring by being who you are. That's it. You're just inspiring by being who you are. So you don't need to have abs. You don't need to be a fitness professional. You don't even have to like working out. You just have to show up for yourself and know that you're inspiring. So don't be scared if you're overweight. I started at over 200 pounds. I was like close to 230 pounds. I'm inspiring people because I'm showing up for myself every mofo day. So another fear is social media, and Katie is going to talk to you about that.
Hello. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Okay, sweet. How is everybody? Let me get some of my drink quick. Let me get some energy going here. All right. So my biggest fear when I started coaching was social media. So one of the first things that Sam, who is my coach, told me to do was, okay, put up a post on social media announcing what you're doing, announcing that you started coaching. And I never even did it because I was so afraid. And I thought that my fear was posting on social media and putting myself out there, but I've found since that a lot of times what your initial fear is, what you think that fear is, like, oh, I'm afraid of posting on social media, it's actually part of like a deeper fear, a bigger thing. So for me, it was more of a fear of what other people thought of me and a fear of not being good enough, like not what I put out there not being good enough and what other people would think of it. And one thing that I learned, the more and more that I just I always say put my horse blinders on. I don't know if everyone knows that term, but I grew up in a town where there's like a horse track and horse farms, so I know what horse blinders mean. So I always would say, like, just put your horse blinders on and just do it. And the more that I did it and the more that I put myself out there, I found that people are way more supportive than you think than you initially think they're going to be. And also, if someone doesn't support you, 9 times out of 10, they don't have your goals. They don't have the success that you want in your life. They don't have the mindset that you want. So at the end of the day, you don't really need to care what they think. And for me, you know, as someone who was so afraid of social media to begin with, now social media is my favorite part of my job. It's a creative outlet for me, and it's like my jam. It's my favorite thing to talk about. It's my favorite thing to teach about. And I've been able to overcome that fear. Who's next? I totally forgot. I forgot to look at the list, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you, Katie. If anybody has any questions, if you want to post them in the chat, we're going to get to the questions at the very end. Brandon's going to talk to us about time commitment.
I won't be offended, Katie, that you forgot, but it's fine. Hey guys, yeah, so I'm going to talk to you about the time commitment. So everyone's schedule varies. We all have different responsibilities, full-time jobs, part-time jobs, 5 jobs, whatever, kids, pets, whatever it may be. A lot of people use their pockets of time throughout the day. I mean, I'm not a parent, but like, I don't know if you have 3 minutes and you have to run to the bathroom. Let's be honest, you're maybe in there a little longer because you're on your phone. Just me? No? Anyway, there are others that, like me, work their business just in the evenings. So I currently work full-time, and the evenings are my jam. Some nights I'm working a half an hour, other nights I'm working an hour-ish, depends on the week. I primarily, though, will squeeze in the most work time on the weekends. Everybody's different. It's whatever works best for you. Deed mentioned the business activity tracker, and that also helps you with your time commitment. It keeps you on track. I mean, down to the minute as to what you should be doing and for how long. And you get to check off 3 boxes for taking care of yourself. Again, she mentioned that already, but at the end of the day, the time commitment is about what you want to put into it. What is your goals, and what do you want to make with this business opportunity, even if it's 5 hours a week or 10 hours a week. It's manageable.
I love it. Thank you. I'm going to talk a little bit about what if I fail, because that was a huge thing for me and for several coaches that I've talked to. And it basically comes down to this. And I wish someone would have broke this down for me before I wasted 6 months prior to signing up. So you saw the business activity tracker. We have several of those. We have the trainings. We have weekly chats. I feel like I talk to a majority of the girls on my team every day, multiple times a day. And so it doesn't really come down to, does coaching work? Does it not work? It comes down to, no, coaching works if you work. Just like a workout program, it works if you work. Nutrition program, it works if you do the work. All you have to do is be willing to show up for yourself and want more for yourself. If you are wanting it, if you have that burning desire to grow, or to maybe it's a side hustle, maybe it's a full-time job, maybe it's whatever it is, if you have that burning desire to want more, we have everything you need to succeed. It's not really a matter of, does coaching work? No, it works. It's just, are you willing to put in the work? Sam's going to talk about how we make money and kind of the next steps as we wrap it up here. Any questions, like I said, we'll cover those. So if you have any of those, just go ahead and put those in the chat as well.
All right, guys, so how we make money is actually quite simple to explain. There's 2 different sides of earning an income with coaching. One is sales, and yes, I just said that word, even though we always view it as helping people and leading from the heart, and we tell our coaches, if you feel like you're selling, you're doing it wrong. So you can definitely be sure that, yes, every single company has something that they're selling, right? I've even heard quotes of like, moms are always selling, like, I'll give you this if you go to bed early. You know, there's always something. So we do have that. We are a business, but we always lead from a place of what do you need and then match them up with that. And we earn 25% off of anything that you sell. So that's workouts and meal plans or supplements or whatever, 25%. The other side is team building, and that gets a little bit more complicated to explain, but once you start to build a team, which we are here to help you do, you will earn weekly bonuses. And just to give you a little picture of my income progression, first of all, when I started coaching, my goal was just to earn $150 a month because it sounded like a lot that I could put towards student loans. And so I followed that business activity tracker in about an hour and a half a day. I would split up my time, but it ended up being about an hour and a half. And after a year and a half of doing that consistently, I had earned enough that matched what I was earning at my full-time job at General Electric. And again, it was never my vision to coach full-time, but once the income was there, all these opportunities opened up. And I went on the first trip, which is one of the perks that we get as coaches too, and you can get to bring a free guest. And I brought Harry with me, and it just opened up my mind of like, whoa, like, so many people can coach full-time, and it's coaches that are way older than me and younger than me and heavier than me and thinner than me. And it just blew my mind. And so at that point, I said, okay, if I can continue this income, make it solid, right? Don't want to make any rash decisions, then I'll consider quitting and just coaching full time because that's where my heart is. 6 months later, I actually ended up doubling what I earned, quitting that full-time job. And I've been coaching full-time for about 4.5 years, which is crazy, but so worth it. And I want to mention, you do not need to have that same goal of coaching full-time and earning a 6-figure income and all of that. You could start with just $100 a month or a week or whatever your goals are. It's our job as your mentor to help you achieve that. So next, I'm going to show you 2 slides to show you the different sign-up options and then next steps. So different sign-up options, there's 3 different ones. First, we call it the nada plan. Basically, you sign up with nothing. It's $39.95, and you basically just get the title of coach. The next one is the basics plus VIP access. So what this is 1 full year of our, we call it the Netflix of fitness, but it's Beachbody On Demand, all programs plus VIP access to 10 rounds, which won't be released to the public or won't be released to everybody else on BOD until October. So you get that now, as well as resistance loops and some extra goodies thrown in there as well from Joel. And then your choice of our superfood smoothie Shakeology for 30 days, or our pre-workout and our protein shake Energize and Recover for 30 days. And you get to choose which one you want. It's $160. I do want to throw in there another super popular bundle is with what I just mentioned, but all the supplements. It's Shakeology, Energize, and Recover, because people are rightfully so obsessed with everything. And that one is $220. But the third option is all in. We have much bigger bundles that also include cleanses if you're interested in that, our beach bar snacks, Hydrate, which is kind of like a healthy Gatorade. So lots of different options there. Couple things to note. If you are already signed up as a discount member or a discount coach, you do not need to buy anything. You literally just could start sharing your journey. Another thing too, if you are in the military, active in the military, a veteran or a spouse of somebody who's active in the military, the $39.95 fee is waived. You can sign up as a coach for free. And last but not least, the only required recurring fee, so by the way, the basics and all in is just a one-time fee. So the only required recurring fee starting next month is about $16 a month. And that covers everything from inventory and coach relations, which is amazing. All the infomercials I'm sure you have heard on TV and or on the radio going around right now. And also that military status also waives that $16 a month fee. So if you're in the military, etc., as I mentioned, then you don't have any monthly recurring fee. But I will say it's our goal to mentor you to be able to afford your supplements every month at the minimum, and also profit with the earnings that you will see as a coach. So what's next? If you're loving what you're hearing and the vibe of our team, first and foremost, talk to the coach that invited you to this call. Ask all of the questions, all of us. I feel like our team is such an open book and we want to help you make the best decision for you. So reach out to us, talk to us about what might be holding you back and what your biggest dreams are. Second, we'll help you choose a bundle if it's applicable for you. And then third, start your training. And this is the super exciting part because we will work one-on-one with you, but we also have a coach mentorship group starting on Sunday night. So anybody who gets signed up tonight through Sunday will be added into that group, and you're kind of like a class graduating together, going through all of the training together, and we'll give you goals and teach you exactly what we do. Everything Dee went through earlier, we teach you how to do that. So you're not supposed to know how to do that now. That starts Sunday and is just a 1-week crash course, if you will. And after that, then you get added into our team pages and community, and we have team calls, and the culture is just, honestly, the reason I will never stop coaching is because of our team and the community that we have. Did I forget anything?
I think that's it. I think you covered it. Does anybody have any questions for us? I need to look in the chat here.
I want to add one more thing. Guys, we are in the business of transformations, not transactions. So our job is to make people feel better about themselves and for them to live happier, healthier, more fulfilled lives, not to fill our bank accounts. That's an extra plus. What we focus on is making people have what we have: happy, healthier, more fulfilled lives.
I love it. You are the best. All right. I think mic drop, 100% mic drop. If that's it, we're going to close on that. Does anybody have any questions? Are we good? Be sure to reach out to the coach who brought you in, and thank you so much for your time. We will get this recording up in the group if anybody wants to watch it again or to share it with any of your friends.